MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Mets. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
The 0-1 on its way. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can continue to stay hot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, McNeil makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richard has a beat on it. 1 out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That finds the zone, a called strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just...
Oh, and he misses it.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Cano waits on the first pitch.
The second baseman.
In there, no balls and a strike. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, he has 9 base hits. Out just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos. Softly hit to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Number 27.
Line towards center field. Conforto is right there, 1 down.
Batting 5th. The first base.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different types.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. J.D. Davis, the next at bat. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting 8th, the shortstop.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next to be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will. So striding in, Reese McGuire. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Batting 8.
Now batting, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Conforto has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here now's the pitch. Matt Shoemaker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The batter, number 11.
Back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The right fielder.
And that misses for ball 1. Changeup taken high for ball 2. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The batter.
First
Number
pitch
20.
on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
The batter. The center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Michael
fielder,
Conforto becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, number 8. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, number 13 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a liner. Foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. McNeil sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
The second
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And this catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Shoemaker steps
The
into
third
his
baseman.
windup. Here comes the first
Davis.
pitch. Too low,
Davis.
1-0. Davis makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs. So he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
Richard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do.
A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting. Number 10.
Now to the plate, Reese McGuire. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This is on the ground over to first. Smoke right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that in. Digging in to try it again, Derek Fisher. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Number 20, Derek.
Looped over toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Matt Shoemaker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. And that's in there, base hit. And he's safe. Stepping up now, number 8. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Line towards center field, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Michael Conforto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
The center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting, left fielder.
In there, strike 1.
Today.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Hit in the air to right field. Fisher's in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And that's a setup pitch right there. 1-2. Hit to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. As in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The first baseman, Justin.
Next to bat for Toronto, Justin Smoke. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He pulls this one into right, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him, but it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
For the Blue Jays.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk. Soft liner towards short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Digging in once again, Reese McGuire. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Fouled off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Down the first baseline.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And they have taken the lead. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Edwin Diaz
please.
comes on to pitch here
Now
with one man gone in the top of the
Mets.
7th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz. The right fielder, number 20, Derek
Fisher, the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Cano will put this one away for route number 2.
now batting.
Striding into the box, Matt Shoemaker. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. 3 runs already home here. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey guys, that's his 2nd hit of the game. He's also got a good chance at getting a W on the mound. I mean, this is stuff you do when you're 9 and 10 years old, not when you're in professional baseball.
Into the box, Bo Bichette, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, number 13. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. The tag, and he's out going for third. That retires the side, but on the play, 3 runs come around to score. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Mets nothing. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gurriel moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First offering on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Ready now, Ahmed Rosario. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And it's fouled away. Shoemaker's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at 2nd. Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Rosario stands at 2nd with 2 gone. Back up the middle. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Mets nothing. Brad Brock enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. He's got it 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set and the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. A pause and the 0-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Conforto back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box
The
now,
center
Rendell
fielder.
Grichuk. He reached
Rendell
base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Now batting. Number 10.
Digging in now, Reese McGuire. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
In now, Derek Fisher. Runner goes for second. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 0-1 delivery. Runner going a second time. In there. Now the throw. And now confusion here with 2 men on the same base. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
So we got him swinging. Jeff McNeil becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out. Shoemaker steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
Lays off 2-2 now. And now a soft liner to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the. Digging in, Derek Fisher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Number 20. Derek.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. There's Cano. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Rowdy Tellez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 44.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Popped up. Alonso is calling for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now that's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Davis has got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Hot shot down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Show Track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Here's Robbie Cano now. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second is Cano, headed for third. And Cano is going to get in there at third with a triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Takes this the other way to right. And the run is in to score from third. So stepping in, J.D. Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ramos, base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off. Fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Ahmed Rosario is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. The Mets down to their final strike. Reined in. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
6-1 the final tally today. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Matt Shoemaker earns the victory on the mound. Jacob deGrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes.